5 tips to playing in college. It's very difficult to get an opportunity to play at the next level. Players must do everything they can do to get themselves ready. These are 5 steps. The first step, grades. You got to have the GPA, the test score to match that school's requirements. Every school has a minimum, and if you don't have them, you're not getting in. Having good grades doesn't mean you're going to get in, but if you don't have good grades to get into that school, they cannot recruit you. This is a common mistake. It doesn't matter if you're the greatest thing ever. They can't recruit you if you don't have the grades. They're not going to evaluate anything else. But if you have the grades, you get step 1, you can go on to step 2. Step 2, ability. Now, a lot of people get stopped here because maybe they have the grades, they don't have the ability to play there. And it's hard sometimes to be self-aware, to understand that you just may or may not be good enough at this place. You may have to go to another place. Most people get stopped here. Like I said, the best way to gauge if you think you can play at that school is to look at who's there right now. Do they have similar height, weight, speed, highlights to what you have now? Because that's what the school's going to look at. Height, weight, speed, highlights, and your game tape. That's what they're evaluating your ability on to see if they think you have the ability. So if you have the grades and you have the ability, then they'll look at the third thing, character. And it is third. They're going to look at that other stuff first. But now they take all the good players. So there's, 20 people like you in the whole United States, and they can only take a few of them. They're going to start separating them by things like character. They're going to start there. So obviously you don't get any legal trouble or anything like that. But also we're talking about social media presence. Is your social media presence clean? Is it something that make a school want to invest in you? Because remember, these are the type of things they use as tiebreakers if they're picking between 2 similar people. You got the grades, the ability, the character. Now they're going to ask people about your work ethic. Now they're going to your coaches, the people in your life, and asking about you. These are the type of things they're going to ask. How hard do you work at practice? How hard do you work in the weight room? Are you on time? Do you love the game? Are you a good teammate? Do you take criticism well? Are you flexible? These are all things that you're going to see coaches ask. And they want to hear the answer. And these are the things they separate. So if you got the grades, the ability, the character, the work ethic, they may offer you. Now the ball's in your court. And then step 5 is you got to have flexibility. And believe it or not, a lot of people get offers and still don't play in college. So this 5th step is the most important one. Have some flexibility to give you an opportunity to play. And what am I talking about with flexibility? Well, you may not go to the school that's right down the road from you. You may not go on full scholarship. You may not be the exact place you want to go. It may not be big enough for you, whatever. But if a school invests in you, you've got to determine if you've got the flexibility, are you able to go where they want you? And that's what you're really looking for. Are you able to match with another place? So step 1, got to have the grades. Then you got to have the ability. Then you got to make sure you're not doing things to separate you and knock you off people's list by character or work ethic. And then finally, you got to make sure you are flexible and going where they want you and not just identifying maybe 1 or 2 places with the exact perfect situation that you would go to. So those are the 5 steps to playing in college. Hope they help you out.